Things are heating up in the case against FTX and Sam. Carolyn Ellison, the former CEO of Alameda Research, is now throwing Sam under the bus in exchange for her freedom. Guys, this is stuff we need to talk about because the SEC has ruled FTT a security. What does this mean for BNB, which is of course the exchange token for Binance? So guys, this is a lot of developments happening right in front of our eyes right now. We need to talk about it, as well as of course the latest when it comes to what's been happening in the markets, because we have something very interesting happening on the markets here as well. So welcome back everybody, my name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. And let's begin on the charts here real quick before we move on to the latest when it comes to Sam, Carolyn Ellison, FTX and Alameda Research, because yes, she is right now potentially being waived of any charges. This is the person who, together with Sam, were responsible for the biggest fraud, or one of the biggest frauds in history. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's kick it off here on the daily time frame first. So nothing has happened here since my video yesterday. We're still going sideways for Bitcoin. After having this pump, we are just doing that. But here's the thing, on the DXY, this is the dollar index, we do have something very interesting happening. So on the dollar index, as you know, this shows us how strong the dollar is compared to other currencies. Now, we've been pinpointing a couple of key moments here for the dollar index. So first off, we thought that this was gonna go down, the dollar index was gonna get weaker once we hit this level up here, and that is exactly what happened. We hit this level, and from that point we've actually gone down significantly on the dollar index, 10% on the dollar index. Another thing we were talking about here is that this level down here at 103 would be support for the dollar index. And guys, also remember that there's an inverse correlation between crypto stocks and the dollar index, meaning that when the dollar index goes down, crypto and traditional stocks, they usually go up, and when this goes up, the dollar index goes up, usually we do see other markets suffer. So in other words, when we came down to the orange box here, I was expecting a bounce here from the dollar index getting stronger, thus stocks and crypto suffering as a result of that. But now we are hovering right inside of the orange box here. So we are at the point in which we need to be supported by the DXY. Of course, I'm expecting this to, over time, continue to trend down here. There's no denying that. But I just want to show you that we are at the support right here. But we've had significant bounces already. We had a significant bounce right here. We had a significant bounce right here. We had even this one. We got supported 1, 2, 3 times. But you can see that this dollar index is indeed getting weaker the longer time goes by. And if we just zoom out here, it's very clear that we are in a trend, this kind of channeling down here for the dollar index, and I do believe that this is going to continue. So if we break this level to the upside, well, that's that. Then I'm expecting us to have a resistance at 105, but this could continue to take us down here, and that would mean that we would need to break this level as well if we continue to go down inside of this channel. So that is very interesting on the dollar index, guys. This is actually a key level to keep watching here on the dollar index. Now let's talk about this. So Carolyn Ellison, the CEO, former CEO of Alameda Research, in charge of one of the biggest frauds in history. She is now cooperating with the US. So it seems like the US really wants to go after Sam. Sam, by the way, has been extradited to the US. He is in US custody right now, so he is not able to escape. There's no bail. He is locked up in the United States, and Carolyn Ellison is right now kind of throwing him under the bus. Of course, he has most responsibility about what happened with Alameda Research, FTX, and so on. This is from the court documents we have seen, but she is not innocent either. Definitely not innocent. But from this article, what they say is that the plea agreement, because she settled with the Department of Justice, all she had to do was have a $250,000 bail, surrender her travel documents, and forfeit her assets, which is very mild compared to what some other criminals with similar charges have been needed to do previously. So the CEO of BitMEX, Arthur Hayes, remember his bail was $10 million, and he did not commit nearly as big offenses as she has done here. So this would, according to this article, just like I said, waive her of any charges except for criminal tax violations, provided she fully cooperates with the US Attorney's Office. So I'm not sure if this is actually correct. It seems weird that given the severity of what she's been charged for and the severity of this fraud, for her to just walk away just by throwing Sam under the bus and cooperating with the US Attorney's Office, this cannot be true, or can it? We will find out, guys, but this is what we know so far. In other words, commit one of the greatest cases of financial fraud ever. 250,000 bail, surrender all travel documents in exchange for all charges waived. This might actually be Caroline's best and only profitable trade. Now, just like I've been thinking about, like, can this actually be true? Some people are also questioning this. I'm pretty sure it's all further charges. So she cannot be charged with anything further than what she's already charged for, except for the criminal tax violations. Some people are just indeed saying that CoinDesk need to correct this story. Once someone has pled guilty, they do not get prosecuted for those crimes. That does not mean that they are waived. So we will see what comes out of this, guys. If she were actually able to get these charges waived, this is indeed her best trade ever. So we will see what comes out of that. I will keep you updated on what's going on here. But perhaps more importantly, the SEC actually called the FTT a security. So they have deemed FTT a security. This is what we had revealed on these court documents. Now, this has caused a lot of people to panic, because if FTT is a security, how about BNB? Because as you know, BNB is the exchange token for Binance. Binance is under pressure right now, but if they deem BNB a security, what implications would that have for Binance? Now, for me personally, I'm not too worried, because yes, it would be a big deal if they actually deem BNB to be a security. But Binance, from what we know at least, and I'm not anyone with inside information or anything like that, but from what we know and from what is probably true, Binance is not committing fraud like FTX did. So given that Binance are not committing fraud, and yes, if BNB is deemed a security, they could settle with the SEC, they could work that out, I am pretty sure. It did not mean, or it should not mean, that Binance would become insolvent, just like the case with FTT here. As soon as FTT was toast, FTX, Alameda, everything collapsed. For Binance, I do not think that that would be the case, but I'm keeping my eye on this, guys. Given that FTT was deemed a security, BNB could potentially be deemed a security as well, especially considering the buy and burn. This is something that FTT had going on. Of course, they burned their tokens based on the profits the exchange were making. That is also something that Binance are doing. So we will keep that in mind, guys. I will keep you updated on that moving forward. And guys, before we continue, massive bonuses are available up for grabs, $10,000 on OKX. So make sure to use this link right here. Bybit up to $30,000. Make sure to use this link. BitGat up to $8,400 and FEMEX $4,000. So guys, make sure to take advantage of these offers, time limited offers, in the description. We do have a couple of events coming up actually tomorrow, guys. So we do have the PCE data, the personal spending. So this is something the Fed is actually watching closely in terms of the decision, whether they're gonna raise interest rates and in terms of the monetary policy. So guys, make sure to be prepared for this tomorrow, Friday. This could have an impact on the market if this comes out much lower or higher than what is expected. So this is taking place tomorrow. Also, something we have, the consumer confidence actually came in at 108 right before the holidays. This is another point that the Fed would not want to see. They want to see consumer confidence come down, but it's actually having pretty steady. Like, there's a lot of consumer confidence still in the market. This is not something the Fed wants to see, because this drives up inflation, especially through the holiday, because people are confident, they spend money. This drives up inflation. I will keep you updated on this as well. Finally, quick reminder, my video yesterday, I talked about the largest Bitcoin whale in existence had been transferring a lot of Bitcoin to a new wallet. That wallet still holds the Bitcoin, so he has not been selling these so far at least. They're still sitting here, so we will see what comes out of this. I will keep you updated, but just an update that the Bitcoin is still sitting in that particular wallet. Okay, that's what I got for you today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.